welcome to another Tuesday encouragement video with Pastor Matt. Look, I just wanted to start today with a quick reminder of what we have on this week. I know that one of the things that most of us will feel really acutely this week is our inability to meet together for worship over Easter. So I just wanted to remind you all that there will still be all our regular Easter services streamed live on our YouTube channel on Thursday evening, Friday morning, and 2 services on Sunday. And all the times and details for those services can be found on the Lifeway website at www.lifeway.net.au. Also, on top of this, if you've not found these things already, we've made available this week some devotional thoughts and activities specifically designed for families with younger children for each day of the week, right up until Easter Sunday. If you've missed the first 1 or 2 of those, that won't matter. It's just another way we hope to help you remember the journey of Jesus on his way to the cross and to his resurrection. So keep an eye on the church app or the Facebook page if you want to get involved in that. But what I really wanted to talk about today is the idea of compassion fatigue. Now, I need to probably begin this talk by saying that I'm not a psychologist and by no means am I an expert in any of this, but as we continue to experience hardships during this coronavirus pandemic, I think it's something that we need to be aware of, and it might be something that many of us come to experience as this continues to drag on. Traditionally, compassion fatigue has been associated with those who work in the caring professions, health and aged care workers, psychologists and counsellors, pastors and chaplains. And it can be simply described as a condition which is characterized by emotional and physical exhaustion, leading to a reduced capacity to empathize or feel compassion for others. Now, I know some of the changes that have been announced by our government recently have had relatively little effect on my family, but others, more recent changes have caused some greater challenges for us. And I'm sure that for all of you who are listening today, you've all been affected in various ways and to differing degrees by the coronavirus and its impact on our society. But as this goes on, it's likely that we will all experience restrictions that will increasingly impact us in a more direct way. And as this situation increases its impact on us personally, it's likely that we'll find it harder to think about and to empathize with others. And instead we'll be drawn into a more self-centered way of thinking. But it's important to remember why we're doing all of this, especially as we journey together through Holy Week and we consider all that Jesus Christ has done for each of us. In John chapter 13, verses 34 to 35, we hear these words from Jesus. "A new command I give to you, love one another. As I have loved you, so you must love one another. And by this, everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." Consider for a moment how Jesus has loved you. Jesus could have avoided the cross. He certainly had the power and the ability to do so. Yet he made the decision to go to the cross for you. He did this out of love for you. I think it's probably true that if Jesus had taken a moment and considered what was best for him rather than what was best for us, we would all still be dead in our sin. Jesus served us with his love. And in the midst of this pandemic, he's asking us to do the same, to serve each other. Jesus' love was a self-sacrificing love, and he asks us to love one another as he loved us. So the sacrifices that we're being asked to make in our daily lives at the moment don't really compare to the sacrifice Jesus made for each of us. But we are being asked to make them for the safety and well-being of others, as well as for our own protection. The amazing thing is that when we do this graciously and positively, Jesus tells us that people will know that we belong to Him, that we are His disciples, when we love one another with that self-sacrificing love of Jesus. It might seem paradoxical as we negotiate these strange times together, but one of the ways we can show Jesus' love at the moment is simply by staying at home and trying to adhere to the restrictions which are being placed on us. But it doesn't mean that we sit at home on our hands doing nothing. It means we need to use the means that we still have available to us, our telephones, our internet and email, and even the postal service. Yes, we still have one and it is still operating, at least for now, to look out for and to care for each other despite our more difficult circumstances. So in the midst of this coronavirus craziness, don't forget who and whose you are. You belong to Jesus. You were bought by Him on the cross so that you could live and love like Him each and every day. Friends, I just pray that God would bless you all as we remember what God has done for us through the life, death and resurrection of His Son, Jesus Christ, this Easter. God be with you this week. Keep safe and we'll see you soon.